Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Planet Lizzdom. We are actually changing it up this week, and we are shooting live on location from the set of Plastic General. Everybody, I want you to give a very warm welcome to Christian Aldo.
I am me.
He is he, and I am she. I have to say, it's been really, really exciting doing this. You get so used to doing this in your studio every week. You get into your routine. Last night, Christian had the brilliant idea that I come on over and do an interview with him in his environment.
It's because I get lonely these days because the Super Wonder Gallery doesn't exist.
So what is going on with the Super Wonder Gallery?
Okay, what's the whole COVID thing was such a roller coaster ride that that me and my team, we decided that it's just too damn. It's risky. It's better sometimes to just put everything away in storage, save your money, and then come back again later on and rise another day with power. And and we'll rise like the Phoenix. But it's the timing. Timing is everything.
Now, with Super Wonder Gallery, and I mean, this is how I met you because, you put together this fantastic art show called the Million Monster.
Oh, the $1 Million Monster
Show. $1 Million Monster Show. Amazing. You were really, really good at bringing artists together. Do you have any, I always like to talk about this, but do you have any plans for, future group shows?
Yeah, of course I do. In fact, already people are starting to approach me about putting together shows, but timing.
Right.
I need the right space, and I don't want to bring out all of those resources and stuff. And when the time, I'm mostly focusing right now on making artwork again, full time again for the first time in 10 years.
That's amazing.
And the Plastic General.
Now, I have a quick question. I know for myself as an artist, during the first lockdown, my hands, I couldn't get them to move. I couldn't draw a single thing. I couldn't create a single thing. I was just so catatonic. How was that for you?
A lot of porn websites.
Excellent.
A lot of no, yes.
Okay, well, hey.
No.
Feel free to weigh in.
Toys. Getting together, little like a lot of Monopoly nights.
Okay.
Nights of Monopoly.
But like, did you find you were looking at a lot of other art, or
No, fuck. I'm taking a big break from art.
Yeah.
Like when you're, it's like saying to a restaurateur, like, are you hungry? You want to eat some food? All you get is food all the time. Yeah. Art. Like I was constantly around art, doing art, making art, just everything art.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to do artistic things that are on the peripheral or off to the side. But now it's going back to making art again. Starting off with like crazy prop projects and other zany, but now I'm really getting excited to start making paintings proper again.
No, that's amazing. And I think that's something that a lot of folks need to remember. I know for myself, I was really hard on myself because I couldn't create. It ebbs and it flows. It comes and it goes.
Yeah.
That's
right.
And I think sometimes you just need to not create for a bit.
That's right.
I
think one of the reasons why, like, we'll have a favorite band and then they come up with their first album. It was like that zit that was never popped for 10 years. And they pop, it goes,
yeah.
And it's amazing. And then they have another second amazing album. And then they have a third amazing album, but you could tell it was labored. And then it's because the record companies go, you have to come up with a new album. You got to come up with. Yeah. It's like me asking you to go pee in 10 minutes after you just went pee because a schedule, Liz. It's time to go pee again. We need to make that golden water. True. We need to make the money.
However, I will say,
and they'll do it, but it's a forced effort, and you can fucking hear it.
True. Although I will say, at 45 years old, I'm very capable of making golden water every 10 minutes.
Let the gold flow. Oh, I forgot the other thing. It's really funny. I've been in the recording studio every single Monday since the beginning. I'm really getting ready to release an 8-song album.
What? I didn't know about that.
You didn't know about that?
No.
The Roncy Boys.
Oh my God!
We've been in existence
for musical.
And we make rock operas and stuff. And the album, like Swan. Remember Swan from Phantom of the Paradise?
Yes.
Swan will fucking love this album.
Oh my God.
It's very Swan-esque.
Oh my, No,
I'm dead serious.
You just said the magic words. Like, we love Phantom of the Paradise.
I own the soundtrack. Yeah, you know where they failed with Phantom of the Paradise?
What? Where?
The soundtrack. Like, you remember the song? They should have made versions like, we need a man who is simple. They should have had the version with the cheers in the background also.
Okay.
But there's a lot of little songs that they did not include on the soundtrack. With the devil.
Yeah.
Like, I remember hearing.
Really?
Yeah, that's not on the soundtrack.
Okay, I don't have the soundtrack, so I didn't know that.
Assholes who have the rights to the soundtrack of Phantom of the Paradise, release an unabridged version of the album for real fans that are obsessive like me who will fucking buy it.
You're giving the finger now. That's very, very. That's pretty emphatic.
I'm hoping there's a chance 1 in a million. Paul Williams.
Guys, we are live right now. Weigh in. Are you pro or con for that? Like
the unabridged Phantom of the Paradise soundtrack.
Hell yeah. Now, what I would like to see is Phantom of the Paradise included on TikTok so people can lip sync to that. I think that would be hysterical.
Oh yeah. No, because those are all like millennials and like
true
bazzennials.
Well, maybe there are some cool kids out there that get it.
I wanted more wine.
Do you want more wine?
Do you guys want a glass of wine? I'm gonna grab some wine.
Everybody wants a glass of wine.
I'll be right back. Just sing or do something.
This is the beauty of shooting live. You just don't know what's going to happen. And for those of you who know me, I love shooting live because of that reason. It's the sort of thing where anything and everything can happen. Seriously, Mars, Faith in the Muse covered the theme song. I love Faith in the Muse. I didn't know that. Everybody, this is Mars from Los Angeles. I just want to celebrate that it was his birthday yesterday and the release of his latest film, Mr. Sister. I always brag about him. He's phenomenal, and I'm so honored that he tunes in.
The sequel to Brother Mother.
Well, you know what? Mr. Sister is one of those films that will be an iconic cultural phenomenon, kind of like Times Square. Oh. Do you remember that film? With Roxy Music was in the soundtrack?
No.
It's really good. Anyway, Mr. Sister, you got to watch it. We got some wine. Excellent.
Okay, and this is by the Super Wonder Wineries.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. It's squashed by my very own feet.
Oh, excellent!
So, and I didn't shower that day. So.
Well, thank you very much.
So there you go.
That explains the moth.
If you get drunk, it's because I was stepping on shit.
Hey, look, I'm
cow
watching
shit from magic mushrooms.
Folks, I'm watching myself. This got really meta. Thank you.
What is meta?
Meta means multi-leveled.
Okay, I've heard that before.
What it is? Mysterion has access to my account. Thanks, darling. And he's actually watching with us right now, so he's just saying hello through my own profile.
Oh, you can see him. You can see him. No, you can see him. There is his little face. Look,
there he is. Okay, he's throwing a toy over here.
I know what he's actually doing. He's scoping out my room, thinking when I'm not home, he's going to break in and steal.
I don't know.
And steal this.
I think he would probably not even have to break in. Oh,
look. Forced perspective. Look, you'll be a tank commander. See, like you'll be sticking your head out of the tank. There you go.
All right. Like I'm crashing you. So right now it says I am you and he is me and we are not together. Ha 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 ha. So okay, back to the show. Let's focus for a little bit. Toys. What brought you to toys? Why do you love toys? This is important.
God.
This is important.
Okay, this is a confession that I think many people out there might be able to relate to who are obsessed with this shit.
Okay.
To this very day, when I walk into a Kmart or any goddamn store for that matter, my first instinct isn't to go look for shoes or clothes or anything goofy like that. It's like, where's the toy section? Unfortunately, when I go to and I never ever grew out of that ever. To this, I'm a man, and I still go straight to the toy section of any store that I go into. It's fucking idiotic. And if you're with a chick, she's like laughing. She's wondering what's wrong with me.
Well, then
but the toys are shit nowadays. The toys are shit. I dismiss them. I don't even like when I go. I'm like, actually, I'm going there just to scoff at this shit. Like, look at this shit.
There is a lot of really crappy toys out there.
Ugh. And the toys have no spirit. It's either that or we're just being biased that it's not from our era.
Well, we did. I mean, to be fair, we grew up in a golden age of toys. The 70s and the 80s were phenomenal. And I know I became a teenager in the 90s, so I just was mad at everything. So I just stopped paying attention. But going back and looking at the toys from the 90s, they're still good. But the 70s and the 80s are where it's at.
I must say, I never had a toy latency period.
You never what?
I never had a toy. Like there was no period where I sort of went out of toys.
Oh, okay. I just heard it wrong. I didn't understand. Okay.
I just sometimes during the teenage years where it's all about the new wave music and the girls. Mm-hmm. But no, I still was devoted to my Star Wars collection.
All right.
And then it was Star Trek model kits.
Okay, so that actually is a really great segue. What got you into model kits?
No, you mean toy soldiers?
Toy soldiers. I mean,
the model. Well, the model kits came after the toy soldiers.
Okay.
Like you guys watch the Plastic General. I remind myself of William Shatner all the fucking time. Guys, watch the Plastic General. But
please, we are live.
We are live.
Please use the comment section.
So
for good, not evil.
What it was, it was my 17th birthday, and I had a couple $100 given to me, and so I took myself to the Devonshire Mall in Windsor, and
nice.
went into something called Leisure World. There are no more goddamn hobby shops. They're very rare now.
Yeah.
And there I saw a couple boxes of Matchbox 132 scale Germans and Americans, and I bought them because they reminded me when I would play when I was a kid. Because when people play with toy soldiers, you usually play by yourself.
Yeah.
And I miss that sort of calm when you're playing with toy soldiers. You set them up and you work out a way of playing with them. And I remember that day I bought Blade Runner.
Oh, I love Blade Runner.
That was my VHS of Blade Runner. And every time I would invite a girl over, that was my makeout movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, is she cool enough to watch it, or is she not into it, right?
No, just the music. I actually thought it was a very romantic movie.
Oh, it is.
The rain
actually,
and the fucking music.
The sequel is even better.
Better than the original?
Well, for the romance element and the heartache. But that's a whole other conversation.
I want to do a fan edit of the original. It needs a fan edit. There's a few. To be honest with you, the least interesting part of the whole movie was Harrison Ford. I felt that was a decision made out of insecurity. The truth was that what's the name of that actor again?
Rutger Hauer?
No, the guy was in the sequel there. The Canadian guy.
Oh my gosh, Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling was doing such a great job as a Blade Runner.
Yeah.
I didn't give a shit about Rick Deckard anymore.
Yeah.
Rick Deckard he took off to Canada, wherever the fuck he went.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they can keep making Blade Runner movies.
Yeah.
Just make them like detective movies, where every movie it's a new Blade Runner, a new detective, and they're chasing down replicants. But the problem is, as time goes on, people are eventually going to start rooting for the replicants because it's just a really sad goddamn story.
Absolutely.
They just want to live.
I always rooted for the replicants.
Here's an idea, dummies in Hollywood. Make a goddamn movie about the off-world colonies.
Yeah.
And the revolution they tried to pull off, and the goal was to escape. Rutger Hauer goes, "Your precious photos. We shall escape to L.A. to Earth in L.A. and we're going to meet our maker, and he's going to give us eternal life." Make that the goddamn movie.
Yeah.
Attack ships on fire off the coast of Orion. That's the goddamn movie I want to see.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Actually.
But they got to do it right. And you got to apologize to goddamn Vangelis and say, please make more music, but also use some of the music from the first movie a little bit too.
Oh, yeah. The music, the soundtrack for Blade Runner is hands down one of the most...
I have the real, true, super duper duper unabridged version of the soundtrack. It even has the lad music. Brum, bum, 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 when it shows the tree.
You mean you had, because I'm going to borrow it.
You should copy it. but Hans Zimmer, your soundtrack's good too. I own that one also. Yeah. I love the sound effect when it goes when you hear the cars go.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
What a great sound effect.
Well, and that's a great testament to letting music and sound further the narrative. That's something that I really love about Plastic General, actually, which is another great segue.
That asshole.
Oh, guys, okay, if you haven't watched Plastic General on YouTube, you've got to watch it because it actually made me love plastic army toys. I was never really into it. I never understood it, but the way you presented the playability of it and
how to play. I'm teaching you guys how to love plastic toy soldiers again.
Absolutely. I actually tune in on purpose to watch it because you've actually made it very enjoyable, and you bring a story into it, and you basically enact a story as an adult child. You're like, I'm shooting things, choo choo choo, pew pew pew,
and I'm it's always just me by myself.
Yeah, and you're all dressed up in costume, and you said you do it within 2 hours per episode.
We shoot everything within 3 hours. Let's say 3 hours. I mean, you give yourself a break.
Okay.
You gotta. But we do it fast and furious, and many of the things that you see, like I usually think of pretty much on the spot. I don't plan it out.
I like that because when you're playing, you don't tend to plan out the way you play.
No.
The spontaneity is there. And something I really enjoy is that you don't make it too complicated. The one that the most recent episode that you did was episode 32, Japanese Paratroopers of Death. Say that 5 times fast. Japanese
paratroopers of death. Japanese paratroopers of death. Japanese paratroopers of death. Japanese paratroopers of death.
That was really good. I didn't think you could do it. I knew I couldn't do it. What I loved is that, the concept is simple. You're talking about Japanese paratroopers in a certain period, in a certain time frame, and you're not only, creating a play environment, but you're actually including a bit of history and teaching me about the toys. That's really cool. Like, you were saying to me earlier, and I did not retain it. What size scale are you playing with?
Everything in my little world here. Everything in my world. This whole room, by the way, all around you is filled with thousands of toys. But the camera's only pointing in one direction. It's called 132 scale. So actually, look, wait, let me grab one.
Yeah, grab one. I was going to move the camera around, but that's a rookie mistake.
So everything in my little world is this scale. 132 scale. Okay? There we go.
That's very
so
tiny.
Everything. It's a strict rule.
Yeah.
So if there's a tank, the tank is to scale. So that's how big the man is to the tank. And then if there's an aircraft, I'm working on this aircraft right now. The aircraft will be to scale. Everything. So the entire universe I have, whether it be ships, like right here, it says I have a turret from a battleship.
Oh wow!
So in my show, I'll build a battleship to scale. So that's how big the turrets are to the figure. So if he stood on the guns, that's how big he'd be.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now the majority of what I see in here, do you build it from a kit or do you
summer toys?
Which ones are they conversions, custom?
Summer toys. Some are model kits.
Okay.
Some are like semi-built toys, like this one, for example. This was
oh wow, look at
this
that.
So this is this was an old toy made in the 60s. And it was a really cheesy kid's toy with oversized guns, and it was really corny. But what I did is I bought this vintage toy. It's worth about $1,000 if you get it more than $1,000. But what I did is I removed everything that was corn dog, and then I replaced everything with either custom-made components or like kit-made components, and I made it a realistic thing. So this is as big as the person would be.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Look, and I know I keep saying amazing, but I'm really impressed with the attention to detail. I'm curious, what would you consider to be corn dog?
I mean, like a giant fictitious gun that would be at the front of the thing, like this big. It's just it's made. It was made in 1965 with 8-year-old, say 7-year-old boys in mind.
Kind of like when you have a G.I. Joe figure that stands right beside the cannon, knowing full well that he'll go deaf and probably die.
No, but it's a kid's toy.
Yeah. Okay.
There are still kids' toys. I mean, there's lots of kids' toys today that are ridiculously overly dramatic, but the basic shape of them, you could buy them, remove the stupid shit, and make it into something awesome.
That's amazing. The first episode I ever saw of yours actually was, I forget what it was called, but you made an infirmary. And
hospital? Wait a minute, the infirmary is the...
I'm pretty sure you made a hospital, and it was a World War II reenactment. And I remember you had some of your soldiers fighting on the beach, and then
right.
And I thought that was really cool because you don't always think about patching up the soldiers when you're playing with them. Just
did I show the ambulance?
Yes.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Actually, there's going to be an episode in the future, right, there's a big trend in my hobby right now where people are releasing toy soldier sets of hospitals. So there's a big Soviet hospital set, there's a big German hospital set.
Way.
And Rick's World of Toys in England, Rick's World of Toys on Facebook is gifting the Plastic General with some very rare Britain's Detail hospital toys. And that's probably about $1,000 worth of something very rare. And I'm going to transform them permanently into World War II hospital. So you'll see me get shot and get my arm amputated and stuff and leg amputated.
Oh, that's awesome.
Rick's World of Toys on Facebook.
I really do love the way you...
Look at that. Look how fast.
Look at that.
Efficient you look. Sponsors, loving sponsors.
Hack the planet.
Love
Love the sponsors, absolutely. And you know, one of your other sponsors, 3D Print Check.
3D printer.
So
Now,
cool.
what she does is she will. Where are you? Oh, like this is a British tank. This is actually 3D printed. This isn't a goddamn toy. She made this off the 3D printer. Like right now, the world is going through revolution, guys. So all you guys that are saving up your money to buy blue snaggletooth, save your money. You're gonna get a 3D printed one. You're gonna paint it blue and pretend you didn't know. See, look at that. Look at that. That's all 3D printed.
That blows my mind.
Yeah, no, like listen. This
Yeah.
we are at the precipice of something so gigantic. You know,
Yeah.
in Star Trek when they went to the replicator?
Yes.
This is the first little turd. This is the first little gerbil turd of the replicator.
That's amazing. And
Yeah.
you can check it on eBay. Am I correct?
No, yeah, on eBay, yeah.
eBay, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
see, I'll never be a weather girl. I have to go this way.
3D printer chick.
You know, the first time that I was ever aware of 3D printing was in a movie called FX, I think from 1987,
I saw that in the
where
theater.
they printed out the mask.
Are we the same age?
I think so. I'm 105. How about you?
72.
76. I just had a brother who's
Okay, we're eating the same seeds then.
Damn
We're drinking
straight.
the same baby blood.
I'm taking the same acid. No, my brother's 7 years
See,
old.
this isn't wine. It's baby blood.
My-
From the
okay.
Rockefellers. Thank you.
My brother is 7 years older than me, and I'm very lucky that he was super cool. So he actually introduced me to a lot of culture and counterculture that young folks my age should not have access to.
You want to tell them what year you're born?
76. I own that. I worked hard.
69.
Really?
That you know when everyone writes down
Oh, no,
codes,
That's right. That's right.
you always write down that people go, you're a pervert because you always use the number 69. It's like, no,
Yeah.
it's because it's born in 69.
That's right. My brother was born in 69. Good year.
So he's always.
Yep.
God, you always put the things in the code.
Damn straight. Damn straight.
Hopefully you'll better than that though.
Hopefully. Well, I don't know. I'm not so smart these days. I try, but it just doesn't work.
00069.
That's right. What would that be in binary? Nobody cares. So they're like, I don't know. 01000 F off.
Oh, I
Back to Plastic General. Okay. So how do you choose your episodes? Because I'm all about process.
Like sometimes I'll do a naval episode and I say, okay, this time we're gonna do a winter. The next episode we're doing is gonna be a winter warfare episode.
Okay.
So if somebody out there wants to help out with one of our episodes, I need somebody the entire time that we're shooting the toys fighting to be up shaking snow down on the people. I'm not putting in digital. I try to avoid digital effects.
No.
Like for example, when I'm
The
firing
way you
guns.
did the fire was great with the
Yeah, I
paper.
call that the tickler. You want me to give a demonstration of the tickler? So like I have my guns. And by the way, I make all my weapons from wood. These are all made from plywood.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
They look really realistic in the show.
So I'm going to bring them to life. I'll be back in one second. Let me grab my thing.
All right, I had to ask about the
I'm going to get
fire.
the tickler out of my tickle.
I had to ask about the fire, and now we have the tickler. Guys, you know what? While we're doing that, let's play a commercial.
Hey everyone! Planet Lizzdom now has a Patreon. Your help will allow Liz to make the show even bigger, cover costs, and help bring on celebrity guests. Go to patreon.com/Planet Lizzdom and pledge now.
All right, folks, we're back with Christian Aldo and his tickler.
The tickler.
All
I
right.
developed this. So this is the tickler.
All right.
Watch. It's like the movie Scanners. You go, like oh, Liz is catching on fire. There we go. So when I'm firing a gun, right, I go like this.
Oh, that's so smart. Okay.
See?
I like that. That is actually really, really clever.
Yeah. So all the special effects in the show, I try to do everything old-fashioned style.
I really appreciate that because it's
tired. The digital effects are
tired.
over fucking used.
Yeah.
Everyone's sick of looking at digital effects.
Absolutely. And it's the sort of thing
Look at
where
this.
oh,
You'll have to excuse me, Ryan. I'm in the middle of a podcast. But there's 10,000 people.
yes.
Guys, Ryan's a famous magician.
Oh, hello, Ryan.
So watch me make him disappear. Watch
right.
this. Watch this.
Oh. Ouch.
Okay, anyway.
Now, back to the effects you use. Because you are playing with, plastic army figures and, all these different play environments you've made, I appreciate that it's not digitally done.
It's, you know what? It's more fun and it's funnier and it's cuter when you use just the old-fashioned stuff like forced perspective. This is forced perspective. Like you go up big and you pop your head. You pop your head out of the thing. Use forced perspective. Use old-fashioned tricks. And it's fresh.
Well, I love how you jump into this story, and all of a sudden there's a picture of you jumping out of a plane. With a parachute, and all of a sudden you're holding a parachute, and then you see the little army man with the parachute.
And it's done on the spot. I was like, oh yeah, you know what?
That's great.
He's jumping out of an airplane, so let's make a parachute. And I just take a piece of Kleenex, or I go grab a bed sheet and just pull it out. But it's how you put it together. But that's the art form. It's almost like a form of stand-up comedy, except it's You're just using found objects around you and stuff. I don't know. You gotta move fast.
There is something very.
I like the way she's sitting with a gun in between her legs. It's like so badass. And you got your beret like you're like the French resistance.
God, that's right. Oh,
let's just sit here. I know, what?
All right,
machine of guns.
Christian, it is time for the toy revolution.
We should get those Germans.
That's
we should
right.
kill them.
This badge is for Peter Rabbit. And my accent is terrible. So
I know. You know what? I've never seen the movie Peter Rabbit, and it's the Battle of Berlin, which is really exciting.
It's very interesting. I don't know too much about battles in history, but I like to learn about it. I'm just terrible at retaining the information about it. Like, I know about the Battle of the Bulge, and I understand why it's called that. I could not tell you a single detail about.
But you'll retain the information on how to make a podcast.
Absolutely.
That's a battle in itself.
It is. You know what?
Learning who the hell want learning this technical shit is really hard, man.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I have fallen on my face technically so many times that I am really used to failing now, and I'm not gonna.
No one cares, anyways.
No.
Do you care if we fail?
No. Well,
actually, you guys watching would probably be happy if we started to have technical difficulties, or if something fell on my head or something, because it's funny, it's enjoyable for you. It's like, who wants to watch? And here's another thing: like, there's so much media nowadays. It's one of the hardest things in the world. I should just talk with guns. One of the hardest things in the world to actually, it's cooler.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's like, I'm a redneck, like that new Kid Rock song. Yeah. You can't tell me what to do. Whatever the fuck he's saying in that song. I'll do what I fucking want.
This is why we had a warning at the top of the show, folks.
Yeah. Tell me fucking. So, I was gonna say something important about.
Okay, so I was talking about the Battle of the Bulge, and then we talked.
We're talking about something about. We're so bombarded all the time with music.
Yeah.
Good luck, by the way. We have a fucking fantastic, goddamn 8 songs that are coming out. But what do you do with the fucking songs? What do you do? Special effects. So many fucking special effects. So many shows that you watch that are so slick.
Yeah. I'm
actually fucking sick of slick. I want zits. I want pimples. I'm sick and tired of good-looking. Not like that one.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh. Ow! No. And double chins.
Yeah, the last time I did a fucking thing like this, the guy did it from like the lower thing. Yes. Like this. I was sitting on the Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
I'm going to be one go.
And that is the photo that they keep forevermore.
I know. It's like,
but
like this. It was like, that pissed me off.
But here's the best part about something like that. you can only go up from there. You can only look better because by default,
or you
look
die.
worse.
That's the last picture of you, like Elvis on his fucking toilet.
You know, I would be perfectly happy to have a sculpture of me in Trafalgar Square like this.
Actually, wouldn't that be a good?
She kept it real.
I should make a
right?
sculpture of Elvis on the toilet in gold and put it up in Memphis.
You know what? Why not? Absolutely. Why not? I mean,
I could do that.
there are so many things that cause so much grief in this world. I think, you know, right outside of Graceland would be the perfectly inappropriate choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More guns. I want more guns. There's a bazooka. I have a bazooka.
So you make all of these out of wood?
Yeah. This is a.
Do you have a lathe that you use to?
No.
To, like how fancy are we getting here?
It's called a jigsaw and a fucking glue gun. This is a British Bren gun. And there's the little bipod.
So when you're making them, do you go to the internet for specs and to kind of?
I got books and stuff.
Okay.
And I just, I have a picture of it. And I just cut out the wood and I just glue gun it and I do it really fast. I do one of these in about let's say 2 hours, a little over 2 hours.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's a fucking toy. It's a toy.
Yeah, because when I was watching your Japanese episode, I'm like, where the hell did he get guns? What kind of lair am I coming into?
Yeah,
I
got some sexy guns. Here's an American grease gun. Look at this one.
Why is it called a grease gun?
Because it looked like a goddamn grease gun that you would like fix a car with.
Okay.
But the tankers would use these. But it's just a wood piece of shit. So you can make this for if you had little kids. Like I wish I had a dad. Mm-hmm. I wish I can go back in time when we used to play. We used to grab sticks that we find in the park and play them and make these things for us. It'd be so much fun. I make helmets too.
That's amazing.
I'm making
you were
helmet
showing
right
the helmets that you were making earlier. Now, when you know that you're going to do a certain episode, do you give yourself a certain amount of time to make the props for it, or do you typically have?
Yeah, like actually, I have to whip together some stuff really fast. So this is a British paratrooper helmet.
Okay.
And I made it out of like Levi's jeans, and then I just glued in some foam and stuff.
Oh wow!
So it goes in, you know. Come on.
That's pretty good.
Oh, there's cherries are over there, you know.
Now, I have to say, I really appreciated in the latest episode that you made, the guy that screams, for those of you who may not know, it is a classic soundbite from a film, I think in the 50s. Where
Which
it
one?
got
the what's his name? Scream.
Scream.
There's a famous.
You use that famous scream where the guy's
I forget. It's the name.
Yeah.
It's a fucking. He was
Guys
a
out there,
stunt.
you know
He was a stunt guy.
Yeah.
He's used in all the his scream is in all the Star Wars films.
Everybody,
Lucas
exactly.
and everyone.
And I totally caught it and I laughed my ass off. Come on, guys, out there, you must know. Mars, you gotta know.
Come on, you know the goddamn Mars?
This is a Jeopardy question.
By the way, there's a famous toy soldier company called Mars.
Is there now?
Yeah, there is. Here,
okay.
Look at Mars.
So what are the top toy companies that are making, I guess, Army, Navy, battle-related toys?
Look at this. Mars, I know you're watching. Just wipe your hands off because I know you're excited.
Okay, this says Luftwaffe Field Division Mars.
Luftwaffe Field Division by Mars, who's watching the show. Mars, who's an indie film director, is also the creator of Mars Toy Soldiers.
Okay, so we're talking about the toy soldiers. And we were asking Mars if you know who did that famous scream that's used in Star Wars.
The something scream.
Yeah.
That helps. The something scream.
I know they talk about it in the movies that made us.
Yeah.
I just don't remember.
I forget
what it was.
I know. We said it the other day when we put it in the episode.
It's a piece of pop culture that is going to haunt me now because I can't remember what it is.
Something Berg.
Yeah.
It's a Jewish name, I think.
Oh, he doesn't know the scream. That's okay.
Anyways, but he knows the goddamn scream because or something like that, or something like.
Because I think it's typically the stormtroopers that are screaming.
Yeah, or like the Germans or anything like that. Anything in a goddamn Spielberg or Lucasfilm.
Yes, because
they use the goddamn scream.
Yes, Indiana Jones. Absolutely.
Every major scream in Indiana Jones was that fucker scream.
In fact, you know what? I think I want to make that my new ringtone. Ah! What? Ah! Go away!
The Marburg. Malberg. something.
Something.
God, I hate that.
I know.
Look that up.
That's right. Now,
The Plastic General demands.
okay, so it takes you 2 hours to shoot an episode.
Yes.
And they're typically about 25
Let's say
minutes to
3.
half an
Let's
hour.
be real. I'm showing off when I say 2. Make it look easy. It's 3 hours to make an episode.
Okay.
What we do is but you know what? We return the second day and shoot all the insert scenes. That's me dressed up as a soldier and shooting people and stuff. And you'll see those when you look it up.
Now, this is called the Planet Lizzdom letdown screen.
Yeah.
But when you finish shooting and you probably have a good 3 hours worth of footage, how do you choose
we shoot everything in chronological order. It's always in my head.
Okay.
And then me and Matthew does a really rough edit.
Okay.
And then I come, and then we get down to the fine-tune editing because, we did $10 Tales for so many years and stuff like that. And I said, reverse this or add some special, put this in here, pull that back, but cut that. You know what I mean? Then we collaborate and then we put it together. So we only meet 4 times for an episode.
Oh, that's actually...
We shoot everything, 3 hours the first day, 2 hours for the second one. He does super basic editing for one by himself. And then when I come, we spend probably 4 hours and we do the whole goddamn thing.
Wow.
So the first layer is refined edit.
Okay.
And then super refined edit. Then we do an edit with inserts and sound effects and music. And we just that's it.
And you're at 32 episodes now.
Yeah.
I feel like, I know for me, I found a groove at about number 30. Do you feel like there's an unspoken communication between the two of you when you're creating?
Oh.
Like you kind of, do you find that you understand each other more what you're looking for?
It's so, like, I'm not new at this. I've been an artist my entire life. I don't know. It's always up here. I just, like, for example, if let's say the episode before the last one, in this room, I built almost a life-size Jeep laden with weapons.
In this room?
Yeah. And so when he arrived, he's like, what? And there was a big cardboard Jeep.
What the hell?
You didn't see that episode?
Wait. Okay, is this the same Jeep that you have in this promo photo?
Kind of, yeah. No, I drew it. But no, I built a car. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah.
Oh,
I built a Jeep in here.
God.
And then I have a backdrop back there. And
so you did all of that in here?
Yeah.
I firmly believed that you were in a completely separate studio.
No, everything you see is in here.
Okay, that's amazing.
In fact, guys, if anyone knows up there, there's the greatest TV show ever made. And Mara, since I know you're a goddamn filmmaker, Johnny Socko and his Flying Robot is my favorite show ever made. Only second to the Twilight Zone, the original Twilight Zone. And I'm going to be doing a fan sequel to Johnny Socko and his Flying Robot, fan produced. I don't get any money for it. And even if toy company from Japan wants to sue me, go ahead.
These days to be sued by a very big company like that is a high compliment.
It is a compliment. Or I could just surrender my cease and desist.
I am a very big fan in Do It Now and ask for forgiveness later. But I know that we were talking about licensing for streaming.
Yeah. And
I have been slapped on the wrist a couple of times by YouTube, and I've learned my lesson. Do you have any plans for a soundtrack for Plastic General beyond what you have?
What do we do? Like Chris, what's his name from Chris?
I know a lot of Chris's.
From what's it called?
What does he do?
He was at Gore Zone and the horror magazine. Chris. Oh my God! I suddenly forget his name.
The horror magazine or the
horror
magazine?
The horror, like for prostitutes. No, Chris.
Horror Weekly.
Horror Daily. It's just very expensive, man. It's a very expensive magazine. I just forget his name, but I'll come back to it.
All right. So the gentleman named Chris.
He makes. People send me their CDs. That the stuff is just it's instrumental. Yeah.
And have you come across anything that could fit the bill?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm always doing stuff. Always doing music for Plastic General. I mean, I'll find it anywhere as long as it's original. I get permission for it, or I'll make the music myself.
Very cool, and I like that you do that. I keep forgetting.
You didn't
that
know
you're
when I
so
made
musical.
music?
I had no idea.
I have a baby
know.
grand piano in my goddamn living room.
That doesn't
It's not
mean
there
anything.
for show. Oh, I know. There's some
Doesn't
assholes
mean
go to their house and
really?
it's like covered in dust. I'm like, what?
You know,
It looks really nice.
Oh, nice guillotine. Thanks. I just put my coffee on it.
I know. It might as well be a guillotine,
right?
Or like a
like
what would be a useless machine? A water? No, not a water bed.
A vacuum cleaner. That's a very
like a giant boob tube TV.
Yeah, those are actually amazing. I actually went. I was shopping at Ragdoll Vintage, and they had a big, gigantic
the console, TV. The giant consoles used to have in the 70s.
In the wood cabinet.
Yeah.
So cool.
And like you have the old stupid record player on one side, you have the TV in the middle,
and they were
off to the other side you had like a fucking backgammon.
They had a VCR.
A bar. It's like a little bar, like a martini bar built into it.
Yeah. I want one now. That's
you can
amazing.
It's easier just to build one and make it fabulous like Austin Powers.
That's true. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Okay, all right. Bucket list. What would your dream house studio look like around your toys? What would your dream toy room look like?
No, I wouldn't do it around like that. I have my fabulous, crazy, insane living room.
Okay.
It's designed for entertaining. I know. I just want it'd be great to have 2 toy rooms. Great, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How would you divide them up?
Actually, it'd be nice to have this one just twice the size. I'm still using the space really efficiently. Like
you are using it so efficiently, guys. I wish you could see the ceiling.
Why don't you just twist that thing around?
We are surrounded. I'm gonna try and do it. We are surrounded by planes everywhere. Don't mess with my dad.
Oh, will that fuck it up? Look. Look.
All right.
Take it in. Take it in.
Folks, this could be when everything goes sideways.
Okay. I'm sorry. The Plastic General thought he was in charge for 2 seconds there.
Actually, you know what? I got called a general the other day, and I was like, you're goddamn right. Where are my stars? There we go.
Stripes.
Yeah, I got called a general, like damn straight.
Oh, actually, that was better cinematography. Wait a second.
Wait, that worked out better.
Actually,
all right, that's it. We're starting the show over. This is way better.
Actually, look, he's right in the middle.
Right? And now not like this.
I know.
All right. You know what? It's live. It's all good. Okay. So we've talked about your favorite toys.
Yeah.
And now
my favorite filmmakers.
Who are your favorite filmmakers?
It's a crazy question because who is the best and who is your favorite? Or who touches you personally? There's difference. Like some filmmakers will do things that will germinate you, but they're not the best.
Okay.
Like I love oh my God. I can't wine makes me forget shit, man. I hate that.
Excellent.
What's his name? The Royal Tenenbaums. What's his name?
Wes Anderson.
I love
him.
I love elements of Wes Anderson. Yeah. I love Peter Greenway. You know, remember The Cook, The Thief, His Wife, and Lover? Mm-hmm. I love Fellini.
Yes.
And I love Jarodowski. What's his name? The Holy Mountain?
Jarodowski, yes.
But a lot of these assholes have a problem. They have one problem. All of you 4 directors sit down, except for Fellini. He gets a pass because he's...
What's their problem?
He's dead. You need to know when to fuck off. Sometimes this is a great ending. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. It's like, fuck off. I'm going to do a fan edit of all of your best work, motherfuckers. Who is the best director? The best?
In your opinion.
Oh, fuck. Pound for fucking pound. Sorry. I'm gonna default Stanley Kubrick. Yeah. And what's my favorite Stanley Kubrick film? Barry Lyndon. Barry fucking I own the movie, I own the soundtrack.
Okay. Okay, you know what? You just gave me a great idea.
What?
For Plastic General, and maybe you've done it and I just haven't seen it, but have you reenacted any crazy film scenes with Plastic General?
Oh my God, the World War II scenes.
Right?
The reason why I focus on World War II, Richard Conti's Conti Collectibles.
Right?
Send me your fucking Romans and I'll do a goddamn special edition Roman episode, and Liz, of course, will be in the orgy scene.
Of course, I'll be.
I'll do like I'll walk. The plastic jumbo will walk through the pillows and the orgies and stuff.
Yeah, I'll be waving
and of course,
my fan.
Chris, you'll be there too.
I'll be waving my fan as you were.
While you're hanging out at home, I'll be go like that, and then we'll just splice you in. But anyways, I want to do a Roman episode. Would that be fun?
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that was going to be my next question. What episodes are you really wanting to do that you haven't done yet?
I want to do a special edition Roman episode.
Okay.
Oh my god, that'd be so much content.
That would be awesome.
Oh.
Now, can you find figures in that scale?
Of course I can. There's everything you see here.
I'm not going to assume. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no.
There's
Colosseums in 132 scale, Roman ships,
132.
At least 50 different Roman and enemies of Rome sets. Oh, so much shit, so much amazing shit.
I love it.
I would love to do a Napoleonic episode. It'd be a lot of fun.
That would be very cool.
Yeah,
that would be very cool.
There might be a documentary made by someone big, not big. I don't want to say this. I want to curse it.
Okay, I totally get it.
I'm being approached by possibly someone wants to make a big documentary about the Plastic General and our plans. So they're going to watch the story arc and all this stuff. And then if we do that, I'm going to do a reenactment of Waterloo, and I'm going to make all of the props, and I'm going to make the cardboard cannons with the tickler.
I love it. Can I dress like ABBA in the background?
Yeah, and I'll be casting anybody and everybody who's willing to get in the outfits and to do the battles. It'll be freaking hilarious.
Absolutely.
Honestly, be fun.
I would love to be in a Plastic General.
Then I'm calling you.
Plastic General episode.
You saw it here. I have it on film.
I would absolutely love it.
My lawyers will sue her show. We have it on film. We will sue her show.
And they'll get
nothing. Imagine if you become super rich and then we actually, as low as it is, we use that as a technicality go after you. She said she was going to be in the show. And based on what she said is the amount of money that we invested in this episode. But she didn't do it. Therefore, Your Honor, we have a legal case here.
Well, folks,
my decision is for the plaintiff for $100,000 against Liz.
Yeah, actually, I have a really great way to. We were talking about me being super rich. Just support my Patreon /Planet Lizzdom. I don't want to be super rich. I just want to be my agent, so you can sue me. And in the meantime, you know what? Why don't you all go to PayPal and show Plastic General a little bit of love?
PayPal.
Yeah,
Actually,
PayPal
by the way, there's a problem with PayPal too. About a week ago, PayPal sends us a message and freezes our account and says you need to prove who you are. So then I had to send them all kinds of stupid, really personal shit, and in a week they'll unfreeze it.
Yeah,
fucking.
I know.
PayPal. I never did like it.
But you know what? PayPal.com /Plastic General is a great way to support this show. And guys, I encourage you to go to YouTube and subscribe because it is a really big deal. I love what you're doing, and I really can't wait to see what your future episodes are. And I will be in a future episode. Darn it!
When the next reenactment that we do, like a big one, a Napoleonic one would be really funny. Or a Roman one would be great too. Yes.
That would be amazing.
Are we done?
We are just about done.
What?
We gotta wrap it up.
I thought this goes on forever.
This is the
forever. Forever.
This is not the show yet.
Come, Danny.
Yeah.
Forever.
Play with us. No, guys, I'm afraid, this does not go in perpetuity. It does have to end, but you can always watch this episode again on Carney Show on Twitch every Friday at 8 p.m. Jeff with a G out of New York City is making great content, and I highly recommend you watch him because his Devil's Hour is actually one of my new favorite shows as well. So go check it out. And of course, send a little love to Plastic General and to Planet Lizzdom because you do help us create great content. I see some comments before we go. And
where does he live? What?
I don't know. I don't know what they're asking. But you know what? I have to stay focused because the clock is ticking. Guys, please tune in every single week moving up to New Year's Eve. I have a lot of really great shows lined up. In fact, my retrospective will be pre-taped because I will be on site interviewing another artist as well.
A message for all stalkers and serial killers. I welcome you. You can kill me.
And you know what? I'll send a link to be able to stalk him tomorrow.
You can climb up my, like Rapunzel. I will let down my golden hair, and you will climb up my window and kill me.
Oh my gosh. On that note, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much, Kristen, for inviting me into your house. Plastic General is literally one of my favorite shows ever, and I can't wait to see what you do.
Thank you.
I love watching it.
And they're all available on DVD and a gold box, and they only cost $1,000.
Only $1,000. Well, guys, don't break the bank. All right, thanks for tuning in. As always, thank you for turning on and taking part. I will see you guys next Thursday. Be well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.